Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name is Drew, and welcome back to episode 27 here on the Minecraft series on Time Off exclusive. So, yeah, okay. So today we are the sun's going down. Perfect. Today we are actually going to be focusing on the potions tower. I'd actually like to start constructing some of it. Probably get like a pretty decent start if we can. So I kind of have a pretty solid footprint laid out so far. Basically, I think I'm going to go for a stone base, but when you enter the room here, you're going to notice that I added this layer of cobblestone. And what this cobblestone is actually going to indicate our actual space in here. So the thing about this tower is that I am thinking about having different blocks on the inside, like different building blocks on the inside than on the outside. So I think on the outside I'm going to be more stone and oak focused, where on the inside I think I'll be more maybe spruce or dark oak focused. So I kind of want the building to have a bit more of a dark vibe on the inside, a bit more of a dark and cozy vibe. I like cozy vibes. I think if you guys have watched some of my past episodes, you should know that. It's kind of going to be similar to the tower, I guess. I want this tower to be a bit more like the enchanting tower. Now I'm going to have two towers in the world. So this tower is going to be a bit more round. And I do kind of want it to have a similar feel on the inside, except on the outside, I want it to kind of be a bit more bright, if that makes sense. So I got some blocks here, and I thought maybe we could probably just start placing some stuff down and seeing how it goes. This ground level, I think, is probably going to be the tallest level. I think I have this at what? I think it's 6 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is really hard to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. And then I think I'm going to go for an oak ceiling in here. Or maybe a spruce ceiling, actually. See, I was thinking an oak ceiling because I think I really want to have oak floors. Oops. Okay, yeah, well, we can do that too. So if I do this, and I place down some oak, I think that would look pretty good. I think if we, how would spruce look, I wonder, for a floor? Maybe we could do it like that too. Here's the thing about having an extra layer of a wall. Is it really reduces our space on the inside. The ground level is going to be the widest room, and then it's actually going to get a little smaller once we start going up a floor. So I think maybe, just maybe, I'll start this for now, and this could change later. But I think maybe for the walls on the ground level, maybe we could do that with spruce, and when we start going up into the smaller rooms above us, then it can actually get a little bit darker. Whoa, probably get a little bit darker. I lost control of my mouse there. That was pretty weird. So, oops. And we want to leave the corners like this, kind of more diagonally than have it like this, because we want to keep as much like open space as we possibly can. We want to completely I don't know how you would say it. You know, I just said it. Just gonna convert this all. I'll probably have to cut down no, not now. Where are you? Up there? Where are they? Oh well. Oh, they're up there, yeah. So, yeah, I was just saying I'll probably have to cut down a tree over there. Not that really nice tree that I like, but, you know, another tree. Something I want to point out, too, this episode, I am actually using a new recording software. I'm using OBS Studio to record this episode, just to kind of see how it goes, how it runs, how convenient it is. From my understanding, it should be a lot more convenient, and maybe even the quality will improve to what I was using before. I was using Filmora Screen was the software that I was using before, and I'm pretty familiar with it. From my understanding too, it might also take a lot more space to do as well, because I have a hard drive that I'm saving my content on, like all my raw footage of every episode I've ever recorded, all the uncut stuff. Like, it's still there on my hard drive, but it's just taking up so much space so quickly. And I think OBS would actually, because the footage I record, once I hit stop, it immediately saves. Like, it's recording my footage now to an MP4 format, where before it was recording it to another format, and I had to convert it. So I don't think I'm going to have to convert it anymore. So I think this should be, which will also save a lot of time too. But I'm curious to see how the picture's going to look. I'm curious to see how the sound is going to look, because the software does operate just a little bit different than what I'm used to. But we'll see how this goes. And, hopefully you guys notice a difference too. Yeah, so this is what I got so far. It's looking like the top of the walls there, they look a little bit more pale. Like, the color of the spruce planks look a little bit more pale at the top. So I wonder if a little bit of light does kind of sneak in through the... Oh, no, it might be because of the torch. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense, would it? I don't know. So yeah, so this is how it's looking. And something I also thought about too is we really need to keep in mind of the elevator space too. So on the ground level, the elevator, we could probably just get away with having the elevator, kind of like this. Because it's just got to hold the water in, right? So this would be... Oops. Actually, what I've typically been doing, I'll grab... Oh, we got to get a bed over here. So yeah, so what I've actually been doing, like especially at the prototype build that I did over in the desert of the elevator, I just kind of had a half slab there on the top and another block there for the two signs that we're going to be placing. And maybe there might be a better block that we could use. Maybe we could use fences and put a sign on the fences or something like that. Maybe that would work too. But the elevator is going to take up quite a bit of space. So when we actually start shrinking down the space, when we move up, we're going to be a little bit more limited. But this is actually looking like a lot more space than I thought it was going to be. So what I actually might do is I think I will fill in the corners down here, just to kind of make the room feel a little bit more round, because I do overall want this to be a pretty round build, right? I want it to be a little circular feeling. We even can replace these with logs or something like that too. I was even thinking of implementing concrete in this build as well, on the interior. Like, if this is the first floor here and we need health potions, then we could probably have this dark oak as the walls here, right? These are half slabs, so those are going to be floating, but we could even have like the dark oak like this for the walls, and then we could have like red concrete mixed in with this somewhere, just to kind of like to color code the floor being, health, and then fire resistance can be orange and poison can be green, right? I think poison would be green. So we could just do that, and then maybe for like haste we could do, or like a speed potion, we could do white because it's, used with sugar. What else is there? Night vision, maybe that could be maybe green again or blue. I'm sure we could reuse colors. Why not? Unless you guys prefer each floor to have its own color, but I mean, I don't mind reusing colors either. So what am I doing? Okay, so I think on this floor, what we need to do is we need to figure out where exactly the walls are going to come in. So, okay, actually, let's stick with... Oh, okay, so, well, let's bring up the elevator to where it's going to be. I'm just realizing with these slabs, that it might not work as... Because I didn't use half slabs like this at the other elevator, I don't think. I think I just used regular blocks. Oh well, if we need to lower the half slabs down half a block, we can definitely do that too. So that's no issue. So we're going to have the elevator come up here. And then the next elevator... Oops. Same thing. Will be like this. And then this will be water. This will be empty. This will be water. So we'll have the... Oops. We'll have the signs in right here. Okay, so I think I have this figured out now. And I'm going to give you guys the update on how this is going to be designed. So let's go in. So I don't think really anything has changed down here. This is pretty much... Oh, I did lower the ceiling like half a block. So we could actually... Oops. We could actually just change all this floor to regular oak planks. And that's because now we can actually place things on the floor above us. So the ceiling here. I also don't mind keeping it half slabs. It gives us just that little bit more space here vertically. And it also, I think, gives us a little bit more range on what we could do for like decorating the ceiling in here too. So we can definitely do that. Let's just cover that hole and pretend that never happened. Okay. So this is where the issue came from. So when you go up the elevator, it's going to take you to a small room like this. And these are going to be the brewing rooms. Down here, I guess I will just make a hole just to drop down. This will be kind of maybe more of a potion storage in general, kind of more of a generalized room. We will be brewing awkward potions down here, maybe splash potions, all that kind of stuff. And then we will be sending it upward into these rooms. So we won't do any sort of sorting because this is getting pretty compact in here. And we'll have to decorate this in here as well. So that will take up a little bit more room. So, oh yeah, so back to the issue that I was having. I was having issues with the elevator placement because I kind of wanted to keep all of the walls dark oak. So really the only way to actually do that would to be bringing this elevator in one block, because originally this back wall of the elevator right here was oak. But the way I want to design this tower is that the first outside wall is going to be right here. So I was actually using stone brick to demonstrate that, to kind of measure it out for myself. So this would be the first outside wall. So when we are down on the ground, this is going to be what we see. And then I want it to kind of come in to this. And then where this oak is, this will be the other outside wall. And then this would be the inside. If that makes sense. Are you guys following? So my issue was, if I had this as oak, dark oak that is, then this would be visible on the outside along with the plain oak planks on this side. I could either move the elevator up, so the back wall of the elevator would be right here, but that would really, really reduce our space a little bit more in here, and it wouldn't quite look right on the ground level either. Because if you walked in, then all of a sudden it's like everything would have to kind of come out to this block, and I don't think it would feel very right. So we would come in and we'll just take the elevator up. And I think what I've decided on doing is just replacing the back wall with oak. So the oak here, the plain oak here, is going to be the only oak on the wall that we will be able to see on the inside, because it has to be the outside block as well, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Are you guys following? I hope that makes sense. And then also, too, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will actually have... Let's go up one more. And Yeah, let's do this. We'll build this up 5 high, and then this will also be where the ceiling goes, aka like the next floor. So we could probably, yeah, let's just use oak planks, I think, at this point. Yeah, let's use oak, and if we want to use half slabs later, we absolutely can. So if we come down like this, there you go. This is our room right here. This is our potion room. This is our brewing room. And then maybe these pillars here, or these, I keep saying pillars. I think pillars might mean something else. I think I might be being silly. But we could probably change these to the concrete or something like that. We could definitely mix it in. What else did I want to add? Maybe I still am maybe debating on changing the oak to spruce just to kind of make it a little bit more dark. What I'm kind of going for is like kind of the feeling that we get when we go to the potions tower, this is the potions tower, when we go to the enchantment tower, or the kind of the villager homes that I did in the cave. Actually, we'll be going to the cave later this episode because there is something I wanted to do there, but I can show you guys there too what I want to go for. But the little villager homes that I dug into the wall, how it's all dark oak in there, I was kind of going for maybe one of those vibes in this tower. Maybe no windows either, not until we actually get to the very top and we have maybe another lookout, much like the enchanting tower over there, how there's a lookout at the top. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more work on this off camera, try to maybe go up a few more layers, maybe get the water installed in the elevator, and then maybe next episode, if I can get the walls done, if I can actually build this up and at least have the rooms put in, I think 7 of them, all 7 layers, then maybe next episode we can work on some detailing, because I'm sure this is going to take a little bit more of my time right now. But I also wanted to go, like I said, I wanted to go back over to the cave because there's a project that I have planned there too that I'd like to do this episode. So I got some lamps in my world now. Not lamps, lanterns. I actually don't think I have any lamps here anywhere. So I'm trying to replace all of the torches in my house with lanterns, and I'm really liking them. I feel like that I don't really want to like overdo it with the lanterns, because if we just use like lanterns for everything now to get rid of torches, then lanterns are just going to basically become the new torches. You know what I mean? But I made some chains because I wanted to kind of try to shake things up a bit, but see, this is the problem with the even numbers in the house. Because I wanted to put one right in the middle, but you can't because there's no middle. The chains sound pretty cool though. I don't know. Does that look okay? What do you guys think? And I don't think I put anything in the basement yet either. I gotta put some lanterns in the stairwell too. I mean, this is all kind of assuming that I want to replace everything with lanterns. Like, I'm actually still okay with using torches for things, but I just don't want everything to kind of look the same with torches, I guess. So if we can make this house look a little bit more better with lanterns, I think I would like that a lot. Oh, and I'm working on the station over here too. So this is something I'm kind of playing around with off camera. Just trying to get like a cool station looking. Or a cool looking station. So this actually goes all the way through this little mountain here. This takes you out to the end. And then we will have a path here, so we actually don't have to walk all the way around. So when we come up here, we don't have to walk around. We can just kind of cut across into the station over here. And then, yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make this look a little bit better. I think the stone here is probably going to change a bit. So yeah, so that's the update on this little area, and let's go back to the tower. So here is the tower. It's far from done. I still have to decorate everything on the outside, still put a roof on it, and still actually furnish the building, and because it's all hollow now, but the elevator is working and the water drop is in. So this is a pretty tall tower. I don't know with the roof on if it's going to be taller than the enchanting tower. They'll be close. They're both probably about the same height. This one has a higher, I mean, this one is a higher build. It might not be taller at the moment, but it's at least higher just because we're elevated up on this mountain range. But yeah, so we're going to come in, and the water drop is right here. Originally, I wanted the water drop like right here, but it just wasn't quite working. I wanted to basically just drop down and then be able to walk out. But I have the water drop in here now just to kind of, you know, have it in a pretty decent spot and still be out of the way and completely functional. So yeah, so basically this is all there is. I think I'm going to replace the spruce with dark oak. I think I will. I think pretty much the mass majority of the build, except for maybe the ceiling and the floor, will be dark oak. But yeah, so we just kind of come up here, and then this is the room, right? So these are all this is going to be the rooms for brewing potions. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to furnish it yet. I have yet to get there. But it goes up 7 layers, right? So it just keeps going up that way. And then obviously this is the water drop that takes us all the way back down. I was also trying to kind of play with an idea on how we could, like, say if we're on, I think this is what, the 2nd floor, say we need to go down to the 1st, you know, we could try to do that. But all in all, we'd probably just have to go all the way down and then reset if we want to change which layer we're on. And then I think at the very top, like on the 7th level, we will try to make some sort of lookout up here. So up here, so this is the very top. And then, yeah, we'll have to do something up here. Probably similar to what we did in the enchanting building. So we just drop all the way down. Woo! And here we are. All right, guys. So I'm back down here in the cave, and I wanted to do something with this area for quite some time. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with it, to like try to make it look a little bit more nice. I had the fences up there to kind of block off those cave systems, but this whole section here just looks so messy, so I really got to do something with it. So after some thought and after actually doing some research on different types of farms and stuff like that I could try to maybe do down here, like not have everything down here completely mining related. I mean, we got the skeleton farm over there. I want to have a slime farm down here. And then I was like, well, what can we do at this spot? So we are actually going to be making a bamboo and sugarcane farm. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have automatic farms down here that will constantly be producing sugarcane and bamboo. And we'll have chests filling down here as long as that we're in the area for it to all, you know, be loaded and stuff like that. This is a design that I saw from Wattles' YouTube channel that I will link the video down in the description on the design that I'm going to be using here. But I'm going to be building 3 of each. And I don't know if I'll really be decorating the area too much now. I think I'll try to just kind of get the general shape, get the farms in so it's functional, and then we'll try to find a good block to kind of substitute for all the stone that we have here in the future. But I want to give you guys the update. This is all the resources that I'm going to be using for the farms. I just got to kind of shape everything and plant where the farms are going to be. But yeah, so once I have that all done, I'll come back and I'll give you guys the update. I just wanted to give you the update now on what I'll be doing off camera. So I just kind of want to work on this mostly off camera, I think. I don't think it's going to take too long on my end. So I'll see you guys in a quick second, and the farms should be done by then. I hear an Enderman. There's an Enderman. Oh, he's right here. Nice. So, what was it? There we go. Okay. So, I actually just found out, I think it was last night I just found out that if you hit F3 and G, it shows you the chunk boundaries. So, we are inside a chunk now, and we go over here. We are in a new chunk. So I actually took my seed and I placed it in a website that shows you where slime chunks are. And so what I can imagine actually is that we actually have slimes spawning in this hallway. So it's one of these chunks here. I'm going to say it's the one that we're in now. It could be this one, or it could be this one over here. But I think it's this chunk here is a slime chunk. So I think I still might clear it out. That was a plan that I wanted to do a long time ago, and I think I still might stick with that and dig this out a bit and give the slimes a little bit more space to spawn, so they spawn in here a little bit more frequently. But I actually did find closer to the main area over here a double chunk space, or slime chunk space, so 2 slime chunks side by side. So I think we could do probably another main one. Man, this is so weird. I'm not used to playing in Minecraft like this, but like a chunk is 16 by 16 wide, and then it's like 256 tall or whatever. So if you go outside, like on the main level, and you look up, it's just like these wires for days. So I'll turn these. Whoa, this is so weird. There we go. So the farm is in. The machines are in to harvest the sugarcane and the bamboo. I plan on having... Oh, I still can't... Oh, I know why I can't open these. See, I thought I was outsmarting it by putting stairs, but the block behind the stair is still solid, I believe. So, yeah, because of this block here. Anyway, so I'm going to have double chests down here to kind of store everything. It's not hooked up, so they just automatically drop down here. This is the chest where they automatically fall into. And then we would have to manually just bring them back down. So I could probably try to figure out a way where it could just go all the way down to these chests here. I'm sure it's not overly hard. But yeah, so you come up, and I had to plant this water here too because I forgot that the... Oh, yeah, there it goes. Which one was it? This one right here. So I forgot that the sugarcane actually needs water to grow. And I was a little worried because it was taking a little while to grow too. I thought maybe they need sunlight to grow, so maybe the cave wasn't going to work, but they actually are growing now. They do have tons of light down here. So when we actually do polish up the area, we'll have to make sure that there's still a lot of light down here so the plants can grow no problem. And what else? Oh, one thing I wanted to point out too is that the video that I'm going to link, the Wattles video, I think it did work at one point in Minecraft, but I think an update might have changed it. But before, in his video, in the tutorial video that I'll link, this block here, the dirt, I'm using coarse dirt here, but the dirt was 1 block higher. And I think back in the day, I think hoppers did pick up whatever was on top of the full block. But now it doesn't, so we actually had to use the same trick that we did with our snow farm. And we had to use a piston, and we had to push the coarse block into the hopper minecart here. So, yeah. So this is the farm. I think this looks kind of cool. When we have this all decorated and stuff like that, I think it'll make the cave look a little bit more cool here. But I definitely do have some more ideas. I think the small minecart station, I think we will do that right here. And this will take us all the way up to the surface, all the way to the building. And then I plan on having another minecart over here, and that will take us to a future slime farm that you guys will get where I'm going with after. And this might just be more chests for slime balls and all that kind of stuff too. So I think basically what I really wanted to do with this cave is I just wanted to fill the walls with something. And yeah, those those hopper minecarts are not looking too good. But we'll definitely try to cover that up. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it as it is. Maybe it's kind of nice to have a little imperfection in our world. God knows there's a lot of that. Look at me. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. You suck. Well, okay, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Oh, there you... Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I think this has been a pretty productive episode. I think it's nice to kind of give these updates every now and then on what I'm working on off camera and stuff like that. So I'll continue to do that. I think that's how I kind of seem to get most of the stuff done around the world. But hopefully I'm also leaving enough content for the episodes for you guys to enjoy as well. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you on the next episode where we'll probably be working more on the tower, and then, I don't know, maybe some other stuff. Maybe the village, maybe the cave, maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll come up with something, but definitely Potions Tower. Alrighty, guys. See ya.